And this is a fun one here. Evan Henderson versus Zain Retherford. Henderson will be in the red. Excuse me. Henderson will be in the red. Retherford in. And this is all confusing, guys. Retherford in the red. Henderson in the blue. So Henderson finished 4th place. The NCAA's for North Carolina last year. Retherford finished in 5th place for North Carolina. And Retherford on the single leg going out of bounds. He's going to get 2 on the takedown. Retherford, the only guy to beat Logan Stieber last year, who ended up winning that weight class. And Retherford staying solid with that underhook. You know, both of these guys redshirting this year, and Henderson able to snatch that single leg, gets 2 on the takedown as well. One minute into this one, we've got a takedown on both sides. Henderson trying to go gut wrench. You know, this is a possible NCAA Finals preview from next year with Logan Stieber out of the picture. Devin Carter will be out of the picture. You know, these guys are going to be top level next year. Retherford obviously wrestling for Penn State. An impressive freshman year. He's in on the high C again, trying to finish. Retherford cutting the, Henderson cutting the corner. Retherford keeping that shoulder in deep. Henderson going to get the crotch lift and 2 more. 4-2 in favor of Evan Henderson now. And they're going to say another 2 for Henderson. 6-2 now the score. Now Retherford's a cadet world champion in freestyle. So he's got an impressive freestyle credential list. And you know, in folk style, he's a hammer on top. So, you know, being that it's freestyle rules, that takes away one of his big advantages he has in a folk style match against Henderson. But he is world class. Retherford, he's pressuring in with that underhook, trying to get a single leg, trailing by 4, but Henderson able to slip his arm out, trying to weasel his way around behind, but I think Retherford has that leg locked underneath. Henderson, let's see if he's able to come out on top here. They're going to blow the whistle, so no points are going to be awarded. And looks like Retherford's got a cut on his face. I'll take care of that real quick. Looks like a bloody nose for Retherford, actually. They've got that stopped. Just cleaning up the mat. 26 seconds to go when we return. Probably going to expect to see Retherford in on that single leg again. Try to get it going. Get something here before the end of the period. He's back to that underhook, which is what he used to set up the single. He goes for it again, 20 seconds. Heavy snaps on the wrist there for Retherford. Henderson try to slow him down with the 2-on-1 again. Snap, outside shot from Henderson. Retherford trying to circle. 8 seconds on the clock. Retherford again with the shot, trying to pick up his pace here at the end of the period, but not going to get a point. And that will be the end of the first. It's going to be 6-2 in favor of Evan Henderson. And he's had some excellent body control here in this match. Able to cut the corner a couple times, score off a Retherford shot. Got a nice takedown of his own. Let's just see if he can keep that pace up. Retherford has a gas tank, and you see he was putting a lot of pressure on right there at the end of the first period. Expect that to continue through the second. Henderson charges in. Retherford hook. Nice high C. Elevated finish. 6-4 score now, and Retherford is going bow and arrow, it looks like. Trying to just he's trying to get exposure any which way possible. Henderson able to stay bellied out. 6-4 score now in favor of Evan Henderson. Henderson catches the ankle. Retherford trying to circle in. Circling across, see if he can kick out. He's reaching for that far ankle, see if he can elevate it, keep Henderson from the takedown. He's locking around that leg. Henderson trying to reach around and sweep that ankle. Official gonna blow the whistle. We will come back to the feet, and I think that nose is bleeding a little bit more. The plug came out. Have to get it cleaned up again. So the road doesn't get any easier for whoever wins this match. Winner of this faces the winner of Boris Novachkov and Montel Marion. That's 2 NCAA finalists for you. And the winner of that one gets Nukadia from Russia. All right, back to it here. 2 minutes left. Henderson holding on to a 2-point lead. Retherford been on the attacks here in the second period. He's in deep again, trying to circle. It's wrapped around the waist. Might try to limp arm out here. And he does. Limp arm, takedown and 2 for Retherford. He now takes a 6-6 criteria lead halfway through the second. So Henderson effectively trailing, even though you see 6-6 on the scoreboard. Retherford again on the single. Henderson cuts the corner this time. Retherford keeping that shoulder buried. He's climbing up the leg. Got to be careful of the crotch lift here. The official will bring our wrestlers back to the center. Henderson going to have to pull one out here. Start opening up, but Retherford, he's just staying on the attack, staying aggressive. Wouldn't be surprised to see Henderson hit with passivity here pretty soon. Henderson tries to duck underneath. Retherford reshot. And he's around, climbs above the knees. No takedown yet. Got to get that third supporting point down. Henderson staying in that tripod position, but Retherford breaks him down. 8 points, and he's going to get exposure here. So it's going to be 10-6 in favor of Zain Retherford. 35 seconds to go. We will return to neutral, and tell you what, Retherford's looking fresh right now, and Henderson quite the opposite. Retherford has put the pressure on. Let's see if Henderson can pull something out here towards the end. 20 seconds to go. Henderson just dives in on the double. Retherford counters. He's in the underhook, has wrist control. 15 seconds. Retherford backs out. And again, outside shot from Henderson. Retherford circling. Henderson catches that ankle. Going to get a push out here with 2 seconds. That'll make it 10-5. 2 seconds on the clock. That nose plug comes out. Not sure where that 2 points came from. It was 10. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. 10-7. Was 10-6, now 10-7. Impressive win there for Zain Retherford over Evan Henderson. Was down 6-2.